Week 13 between the lines with Coach Stella.
You
I'm
know it.
Nell. I'm here with the esteemed namesake of the show, Coach Stella. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling great, bro. Regional final week, baby. Let's get it.
Indeed,
Let's get it.
indeed, man. It's been an exciting week of playoff football.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Without further ado, man, let's roll right into the Stella scope for this week. Let's
Hey,
talk to
man,
us.
I got 3 nice games for you in the regional final. So at this point, all the
Right.
games are great games. But I want to pick out 3 games. I'm gonna be quick as possible. First, we got to start in the backyard. We got to stay local. Division 5, Region 17. We got 11-2 Poland, the 3 seed, taking on 13-0 number 1 seed South Range.
Okay.
They played in week 6. South Range won 38-30. I'm predicting it's going to be another one of them type of games. I don't know if it'll be as high scoring. I can see it going 21-17 either way. But I'm excited, man. I know both programs are excited. Both programs, both coaching staffs know each other well. They play in the same conference, like we said, they played in week 6 and had a hard fought game. As a local guy, we local guys. We love high school football. It feels good to know in the regional final we got 2 local teams that's gonna duke it out with a chance to go to the state final 4. So keep an eye on this one. I think whoever wins the line of scrimmage is going to have the advantage. We know both teams want to run the ball, both teams physical. So whoever wins the line of scrimmage, whoever take care of the ball, whoever tackles better. I think those are the 3 keys. Who wins the line of scrimmage, who take care of the ball, and whoever tackles better. I know you're always talking about tackling in space, but when both teams are pretty even, both teams know each other well, sometimes it just come down to who going to make a play. Who can make that tackle one-on-one in the open field against Aiden Dominguez, one-on-one in the open field against Vito Camaro? Who can make them tackles consistently and get the ball carrier down? And the winner advances to the state Final 4. So, ain't too much to say about this. So make sure you keep your eye on that game. I'm excited. And good luck to both teams. All right, our second game, we got Division 3, Region 9. Gilmore Academy, 12-1, the number 2 seed, taking on Ursuline, also 12-1, the number 1 seed. Gilmore Academy only got 1 loss this week. That's to St. Joe's in week 10. They lost 48-14. We kind of seen what Ursuline did to St. Joe's last week, 2 weeks ago.
Right.
That don't mean nothing as far as this game for week 14, but I'm sure people around the area feel good about Ursuline just based off that. Gilmore Academy, senior tight end Brody Lennon, committed to Ohio State. So they definitely got a big-time playmaker. They're going to try to evolve the offense around and get him the ball, get him going early. I know Coach McGlynn and that defense and the coaching staff over there is ready and prepared for that. Ursuline been rolling since week 2. They lost in week 1 to Walsh Jesuit 37-35, and they won 12 straight. The thing I'm looking out for this game, I don't know if it's my gut or whatever, watch out for Devontae Taylor and Joe Baylog. I feel like Devontae due for one of his 2-3 touchdown type of games, and I feel like Joe Baylog is due. Only reason why I'm saying that, if the last couple of weeks, DC been going crazy.
DC been going crazy.
DC been going crazy. Shout out to DC. Keep doing your thing, big dog. DC been going crazy. So, as a coaching staff, I got to prepare for DC's arm and his legs. And sometimes, I know they know where Devontae is. I just feel like he do. I just feel like there's not going to be nobody that can cover him on the field. And I feel like if you can get him going early, that just backs those safeties out of there, plus those extra eyes focused on DC. To me, that equals a big game for Joe Baylog. Keep them safeties deep. Okay, backside is worried about DC keeping it out the back gate, so that open up cutback alleys for Joe Baylog. And we know Joe. You give Joe 4, he going to get 5. You give Joe 7, he going to get 9. Joe just going to take what's there, but he's going to be consistent. He's going to make sure he got good ball security, and he gets those tough yards, those first downs, those goal line yards to get in the end zone. So I can feel like this is a Devontae Taylor, Joe Baylog type of game. You combine that with the coaching staff, with the defense playing great all year, and we always know they always got something up their sleeve as far as special teams. I feel good about Ursuline, man. I think they'll be advancing to the state Final 4. I expect it to be a good game. Of course, it's in the regional final, but keep your eye on that one, man. Ursuline, 1 step away to the state Final 4. And the last game, Division 1, Region 1. We got the back-to-back-to-back. Defending state champions, St. Ed's, 8-5. They're the 7 seed. They're showing that championship character right now. They got people hurt, and they still right here in the regional final, taking on Mentor, 13-0, the number 1 seed in Division 1, Region 1. Both teams has won 3 straight, of course, in the playoffs. I think this is going to be a hard, physical, tough game. I feel like In this game, what I'm looking at is what team can get 2 or 3 explosive plays. I feel like whatever team can get 2 or 3 explosive plays, give them the edge. Because both of these programs know each other well. It's a battle of the greater Cleveland area. Both programs know each other. Two of the better programs we got in the state of Ohio. St. Ed's got that championship pedigree. They're not ready to let go. You know what I mean? They feel like they can go get it done again, even with injuries, even with graduating a lot of good players over the last 2 and 3 years. They still feel like we got good players now. They may have been young or new to some people, but now in week 14, they're not young, they're not new no more. It's time to go. You know what I mean? It's time to go. And men have been playing great all year, man. We see what they did last week to Camp McKinley, 31-0. We know how talented Camp McKinley is. So anybody that could beat Camp McKinley 31-0, you cooking with fish grease. You know what I mean? You cooking with fish grease right now. And I'm excited, man. It's another Division I, Region I winner advanced to the state Final Four, baby. So them the 3 games I got my eye on this week, bro.
Yeah, them 3 games, man. Let's think about it. Poland, South Range, right? Yep. Poland, South Range. We seen Poland earlier in the Battle of 224 against Canfield. We lost. We was looking at offense was trying to figure itself out. Now look at them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Right in the mix of things. We seen South Range earlier this year. In the tough fight game against Struthers.
Yep.
You know, they got a whole bunch of names. We can go down the list.
Yeah, they got a stick over there.
Playmakers, and like you said, once again, championship pedigree. So that's a great game for 2 teams in our local backyard.
For sure.
Just hitting on the Ursuline game. Man, we talk about Ursuline all the time, and for good reason. You know what I'm saying? They don't disappoint. They don't disappoint. I talked to just to shout out DC again. I talked to him in the 7-on-7 at the beginning of the summer.
I remember.
And I was asking him, like, moving the quarterback, right? And obviously, I don't know nothing about football because I was even sharing with you. I'm like, man, I wonder, is he going to be easier to contain at the quarterback? Because, you know, you can QB contain, spies, things of that nature. We know once you put him in space, we already know, you know, you cancel Christmas.
Right.
But, man, he answered that question and then some.
And I remember that conversation, bro, because I remember you saying that. And then, I don't know if you remember saying, I think it's going to be easier because what's played out. They got so many playmakers.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I think he would have been tougher if he just got, let's say he just got Devontae and they trying to mix in other skill players.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got Devontae, Joe Baylaw, Ray Javi, the Patterson kid, Jaquez Liaison, they loaded. So you got so many athletes that going into a game, a defensive staff can say, okay, we taking away Devontae Taylor. We got a doubling. Okay, now the box is 10 against 9. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Or we got to play 2 safeties deep because they just got so many receivers. Now the box is light. Or you want to bring up a safety because we want to stop DC and Joe Baylaw. Now it makes the throws on the outside easier because he got so many playmakers, and now it's one-on-one or a soft coverage. So I feel like DC and the coaching staff, they're just doing a good job taking what the defense give them. And you could tell, even though he played quarterback, he's all the way back comfortable. And he plays so many snaps at quarterback and receiver. The game just looks so slow to him right now.
Right. And you know, he definitely has a talented cast around him, but not for nothing. You can give somebody the keys to a beautiful car and they'll wrap it around the pole.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying?
True.
So he had it on his mind from the very beginning of the summer that he wanted his respect as one of the best players in Northeastern Ohio. And you know, Coach Reardon gave him the keys to the whip.
And he's driving that thing perfect right now. Slow motion, highway, wherever you got to do. You know what I mean?
So shout out them guys. I'm looking forward to seeing them keep doing their thing, and a good game this week against Gilmore Academy. Menor, St. Ed's. If you ask St. Ed's, we got them right where we want them. Because you know what I'm saying? That's what they.
That's how champions think.
That's how champions think. You know, even with 5 losses, that I'm sure in the building there wasn't a doubt in their mind that they'll be right here at this time. And then, of course, speaking of fast cars, you know, Menor,
they get out on you.
You know what I'm saying? They out there, they playing fast, they running scores up.
Yep.
But guess what? You gotta do it on that day too.
Yep.
You got to do it on that day too.
Like Chris Berman used to say, that's why they play the game.
That's why they play the game. So that game gonna be that game gonna be an exciting game to watch.
For sure,
you know what I'm saying? You blank a Canton McKinley team, 31 donut. You know what I'm saying?
They've been doing some work. They've been doing some work. Strongsville, they went Strongsville 33-0. And Strongsville have been playing well going into the playoffs. You know what I mean? 31, 33-0. So the last 2 weeks, they just 64-0.
You hear me? But then you're going against a 3-time champ. It's almost like, you know, some of them fighters, like, yeah, you can be winning on a scorecard all the way up, but don't get caught by that right.
Round 10, 11, 12.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught by that right. So,
and you know what all would remind me of too? Just the old school cliche saying of, if you want to be the champ, you got to beat the champs.
You got to knock the champ out.
Somehow, some way, that's just how it works.
The champ out.
You got to knock the champ out if you want to be the champ.
Beating them in week 6 or week 5 or whatever it is, that's cool.
Right.
Give you some film, but you know what I'm saying? You might find yourself in the broom
college.
Thing
everybody's saying about the Buffalo Bills right now.
Right.
Yeah, they beat the Chiefs yesterday. Oh, congratulations. Ain't nobody taking nothing away from them. But in the back of everybody's mind is, okay, we got to do that in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
You know
that's the only thing we're respecting.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them undefeated Cavs because that's what we thinking.
Cavs, baby.
That's what we thinking. Like, yeah, that's cool and it's great, but you know we need that. We need that in the playoffs for sure. But that's this week's Telescope playoff edition again.
Let's go.
Big time games. We talk about Poland, South Range, Gilmore Academy, Ursuline, St. Ed's, and Minner.
Yeah, big time football, baby.
For sure, man. Now,
talk to me.
Mario Manningham, stay locked in between the lines with Coach Stella.